All right, this is Coach Mike back again with another weekly wrap up. I think last Friday was Black Friday, and I was remarking how it's Black Friday for shopping, but it's also Black Friday for the stock market. So here we are, 1 week later, and again with the same results. Last week, S&P was down 2.27%, and then this Friday, S&P is down 0.84%. So another down day, another down week, and as you can see here, stocks close out a volatile week amid weak November payrolls and Omicron jitters. Another variant, first it was Delta, now it's Omicron. So the market is definitely going up and down, a lot of back and forth, a lot of volatility that we've been experiencing this week. But just like I remarked last week, I don't think this is a buy the dip moment like we all been trained to do in the past. Don't forget, 2019, the market was up 31%. 2020, the market was up 18%. And year to date, again, I think the market's up something like 20%. So how many years in a row can you have back-to-back gains? I think it's kind of tough to repeat. So I think there's a rotation shift going on. Doesn't mean you should sell things, but you should start looking at different ways and different things to go into in the market. So let me start it off here with a few charts. We have here a one-day chart. As you can see, everything was down. I mean, you got the Dow with a minimal loss, 0.2. S&P minus 1.4, and the NASDAQ with the minus 1.8. That was the biggest loser of the day. That was just for the 1 day. So this Friday looked just like last Friday. Here we have for the last 5 days, as you can see, starting with last Friday to now. Again, it's definitely a downtrend. There's been some ups and downs, but it looks like it's making higher lows, not higher highs. And of course, we have year to date. Here's the thing to keep in mind. This is why I want to say don't panic, because although we've been down 2 weeks in a row, or 1 week in a row, right? We are still up for the year. Dow's up 13%, NASDAQ's up 17%, S&P up 20%. So again, we're still up for the year. No need to panic, but I do think it's time to start thinking about shifting some of your stocks in your portfolio. If you got some gains, some profits, probably take some profits and book them into your portfolio. I want to take a look at some of the winners and losers. I want to just first point out some of the big ones, right? Marvell Technology, one of the semiconductors, had good earnings report, up 17%. And the one that got slammed big time was DocuSign. You know, if you've ever had to sign some documents, now with technology, you can do it electronically. That company is called DocuSign. They missed earnings, they lowered estimates, and the stock got slammed minus 42% in 1 day. I don't think I've ever seen that. Or I know I've seen it, but it's been a while since I've seen a company lose that much in 1 day. So here we are with the market movers. Surprisingly, Viacom CBS was up today. Walgreens Boots was up today. Those are shocking to me. On the decliners, we got Adobe, Enphase, some of the other smaller names. Well, I wouldn't say smaller names, but Tesla was also down today. That was for the S&P. Let's take a look at NASDAQ. And again, Marvell Technologies, 17.7% up in 1 day. But what I mentioned before, right? A shift into some of the safer names, like a Pepsi. I'm really shocked that EA is on that list, but of course Moderna is on the list. Mondelez, which has a packaged goods company, and here we have DocuSign minus 42%. That's a big hit for a 1 day loss. So I think the shift is on. You got to start shifting into some of the safer names, and I've got some names to throw out for you for food for thought. Going into some defensive stocks, and as again, not defense as defense contractors, but defense meaning let's be safe and save some money. So think about consumer staples and utility stocks. So my list, actually before I get to my list, right? Things that I was looking at today, DraftKings. I actually jumped into DraftKings. I think that's it's been really, it was hotly anticipated early in the year and then just fell off a cliff. I thought it was the time to jump in. It was the wrong time to jump in, but I'm going to hold on to DraftKings. And then ZipRecruiter, which I thought was going to be a good one. That was down 6% today. I'm really shocked that ZipRecruiter was down today, but I'm still holding on to ZipRecruiter. Now, let's go to cryptos, because I know that's like everyone's number one question. The writing's on the wall, people. Bitcoin down to 53,000, down 5.8%. Ethereum down 7.7%, Litecoin down 8.4%, And two of the big ones that do crypto mining, Riot was down 13% today, and Marathon was down 15% today. So again, I always want to make people aware. I don't want you to hit the panic button, but take notice that if you got some profits, you might want to lock them in and sell some of your positions, cut some of your positions, or whatever you need to do. But don't panic, but you need to wake up and take notice that things are changing. Also, Robinhood, I thought about jumping in, bottom fishing on that one, down 11% today. Tesla down 6.4% today. So here is, I saved the best for the last, right? Here's my short list of things that I'm watching to go into that will be safer than where we are right now. I've got Verizon on my list. Okay, the reason the Verizon's on the list is because this list is going to have things that you're going to buy no matter what. They're not going to depend on the economy doing well. They're sort of almost recession-proof or inflation-proof. You have to have these things. So Verizon, ConAgra, Nestle, and by the way, let me go back. Verizon was actually up 1.3% today. ConAgra was up 1.2% today. Nestle was up 1.5% today. Philip Morris, right? People still smoke cigarettes, believe it or not, right? That was up 1.6% today. Johnson & Johnson up 1.46% today. Pepsi up 2.5% today. My favorite, Procter & Gamble, which I own personally, up 1.78% today. Kimberly-Clark, they make toilet paper and feminine products and all the other paper products and tissues, up 1.96% today. And the one I'm going to buy eventually, right, is Hershey, up 1.65% today. So just some food for thought. Not a recommendation to buy any of those stocks, but I'm saying you got to start looking at some of these safer names because I really believe that the market is changing and there's going to be a shift, a rotation into more consumer staples, utility companies like Con Edison and things like that. So this is Coach Mike with the weekly wrap-up report. You heard it first here. Talk to you next week.